me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Let's go. Leave it to me. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
What up? It's your boy Herm here. Hope the audio's alright. Hello everybody. Glad to have everybody here tonight. Sunday night, 5:30 p.m. Like always. I got coming in soon. My boy I'm gonna bring him in. Bring him in right away. Out of the screen. Let's go. What is Oh, hello. Hello, Mike. My man TM Nerdy, my co-host for the night. Tonight, of course, we talk Falcon and Winter Soldier, number 5. We talk Invincible, episode number 6. And then we talk Spawn from issues 5 all the way to 10. And that's the plan. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. All right. I was always running late, like always, on a Sunday. Always wishing, man, I should have put it to 6 p.m., but I always like to get that extra half hour, because we're the bridge, the unofficial bridge to the Rock and Robbie Live, which I thought I had it ready, but Rock and Robbie Live at night.
Also,
that should be a good show. Go ahead, bro.
We have Comics Will Break Your Heart, Jennifer. She is celebrating her 500 subs here at, I'm going to say 8 Eastern, 9 for me, but 8 Eastern, she will be going live to celebrate 500 subs. So if you're sub to her or not yet sub to her, go sub up to her and go celebrate, and just a moment for her.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
By the way, I thought it was hilarious. It kind of scared me a bit, but I was background it, and all I seen was you sitting there, and then an arm come up to fix something that was in your eye, just out of nowhere. It was creepy.
I knew you had to mention that, right? You just couldn't help yourself. You know what I mean? You had to mention me getting ready. I don't know where that arm came from.
Your girlfriend doing your makeup for you. That was
girlfriend.
Oh,
I have a girlfriend.
It wasn't your girl. Oh, sorry, your wife.
My wife. Why are you trying to get me in trouble, bro? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no girlfriend. Come on, man. Oh, man, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight now.
That's all right. I'll video chat you later.
So, yeah, we have that going on tonight. But before we get to that, of course, I have to plug in a little bit, my Wednesday show, April 21st, 6 p.m. YouTube team up with Sam Murdoch. We're talking Daredevil this Wednesday night. You know what I'm saying? I got more stuff to plug from that night with Chamorro, who's having a show that right after. Yeah. But before we get to that, we're going to the chats right now. There's not a lot of people in here today, but we'll say hi to Maria Station. My girlfriend, I guess.
Sorry, Maria.
Chamorro Station. You know what I
mean? Good.
Chamorro said, Morphodon. Mastodon.
Mastodon.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, Tyrannosaurus. You know what I mean? I ain't got the... Oh, what's the other one? Dragon Sword. So now we're just chanting Power Rangers. People coming out here. I thought we were going to talk about the show. You talking about Power Rangers?
Apparently we're talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
We scratch everything. We're talking Power Rangers now. Eric Station, you know, he never combs his eyebrow. Had to fix them. Yeah, you had to add that. You had to add that. What's going on here? I'm losing my show. I'm losing control of my show. Miguel Pooh, what's up? Say hey guys.
Station.
You know what I'm saying? I guess that's all for the chats right now. I mean, let's talk about it.
What are we
Falcon and
talking
Winter
about?
Soldier.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 5.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you did. You know you did.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like it jumped right in right after like the last episode, and it has Bucky and Falcon running after. Like actually, you have the U.S. agent John Walker just kind of remembering like his partner and how he died, and it's just flashing back to the latest episode of when he died and how he killed that guy from the Flag Smashers, and he is losing his mind now. Like, cause right at the beginning, like he's pacing back and forth, and then Falcon and them are just trying to talk to him. And as you can see, like you've seen Bucky, he was like eyes were just straight on the blood on that shield, like he was just about to lose it. But then you have John Walker, he was about to calm down, but then he gets, because he has that serum in his body, he's losing his mind. And when they said you need to give us the shield, he just thought, oh, it's all about you guys trying to get the shield back from me and blah blah blah. It's like you'll never get it, and breaks out in a huge fight, which was probably the best fight scene I've seen.
That was amazing. That was amazing. And if there's no proof that he didn't take the serum, this was the proof right here. He took on both Falcon and Bucky. You know, kind of whooped their butts a little bit there. You know what I mean? It took both of them to take him down.
He almost fooled Falcon.
Yeah, he almost did, man. He took his rings on it. Ah! I was like, whoa! Took it out. Of course, in my mind, my mind was already running why he did that. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, they had that fighting scene, and finally, they took him down. Bucky gets the shield without getting his butt whipped either, and then like throws it down to Sam, like saying, "This should have been you." You know what I mean? Like I thought that was that message when he did that. You know what I mean? And quickly, yeah, that scene was fantastic. It was one of my favorite scenes in TV. I'm trying to see anything else in that scene that we haven't mentioned yet, or it was just a straight up 5-6 minute fight.
It was just a fight scene in that, and it just a little bit of flashbacks for what happened in the last episode, like the leader of the Flag Smashers killing Battlestar. Like, let's introduce a character and just kill him right off. Like he's dead.
Yeah, he does.
Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers! Wait. I have to add that banner now. We will get spoiled.
But no, like it was his best friend. Like he served with him. So like, of course, anybody would lose their mind after that. But also having the serum in his body, it leveled
worse.
Yeah, elevated that.
It's like a super duper steroid. You know what I mean? For like what steroids does to a regular human body, that's like 10 times or something like that, you know? And yeah, man, that was. And then of course, like the fight's over, and then if I'm not mistaken, Sam is talking with Joaquin Torres. That one scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was like, well, they're in that shelter place, like, because it just went straight to that, and they're standing there, and you see Bucky's like in that fight scene. U.S. agents tore the wings off of Falcon Sam's wings, like he just tore them right off. So when they're in that scene, Bucky just goes away. He has to deal with something with Zemo. That'll come later. And they're talking about trying to find Carly. That's the leader of the Flag Smashers. And as they're talking, they're just talking back and forth. Nothing really that important besides the Flag Smashers. As Bucky is leaving, he has the shield with him. Or not Bucky, but Falcon has the shield with him. And Torres says, "What about the wings?" He says, "Keep them." So we know who the next Falcon's going to be.
Yeah, I knew you would like that. I knew you would like that. You have a whole scenario going on. We have like on one side Thunderbolts, on the other side Young Avengers. You know what I'm saying? So that got me excited. I was like, ooh, they're setting that up right there. Even though the suit was kind of all messed up, but you know he's gonna fix it. He's gonna fix it.
It's going to be fixed the way he'd want it to be. So it's not going to be exact match to Sam's Falcon suit. It's going to have tweaks in that to make it his own.
Can't wait to see that now. It'll be a while, but can't wait to see that.
Who knows? It may not be that long. It could, they're setting these seeds up, and that who knows if they haven't already started production, started doing this and that, setting up, writing. If they're already planting seeds, we could see this in the next year or so. If they do it right, because if they do it the way TV, they can start beginning filming in September if they really wanted to.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I hope so. But yeah, you're right, because this Joaquin guy, he's here to stay. He's gonna be a big part of whatever happens in the future.
Right, Captain.
Of course, the next scene is John Walker in the courtroom, and they're taking the Captain America title away from him, making it seem like he's lucky that they didn't court-martial him or something. You know what I mean?
And I think this is the first time I ever felt sorry for him, John Walker, because that scene is just I did what you asked me to do. He has been an agent, he has been a patriot to the United States, and he's done what they've asked. He's gone in fighting for the country. So you kind of feel sorry for him now, because and now he's getting all that ripped away. And the whole reason he took the serum is because he wanted to be Captain America, and it was eating him inside that he was not the man that everybody wanted him to be. That suit and shield had, he had to fill some big shoes.
Yeah, they kind of the Marvel MCU, they always do that. They find ways to make you feel bad for the bad guy, because they always have a reason for something in these, kind of like Thanos. He's evil and stuff, but he got a point. Just like in Thanos, Walker has a point. And then they not only did they take the title away from him, they strip him from all benefits. You know what I mean? I'm just damn, that's messed up. The guy been fighting for you, and then it's a bad mistake and made America look bad, but still, he's still one of your own. Still take care of him. You know what I mean? But that's a big political thing that they're not afraid to go political in this show. You know what I mean? You've seen that. And it's and they're doing such a great job with it. That's I love it. I love it.
Then we had a small scene with the Flag Smashers.
Was that with the Flag Smasher scene? Oh yeah, you're right. They had did that happen after the little cameo? Oh, before the little cameo. I'm trying to remember.
Cameo of who? Whom?
Well, in the courts, when they're in the back and he's with his wife.
Yeah, that's, I'm not sure, because it does cut back to that eventually, but that small cameo, that's Lady Hydra, isn't it?
She's Valenta Allegra Fontaine. I'm trying to remember that. And I forgot. I think she's the Contessa or something like that. And Yes, supposedly she has a whole history. Um, I did look her up, and she appears in Strange Tales 159, and that's like from 1967. So,
And
and
it's none other than the woman from Seinfeld.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She did good. Like she was like
And I think the V.
sarcastic a little bit in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that what exactly does she tell him? Um,
That like I'm pretty sure it was you haven't been working for the government, you've been working for me. I've been the one sending you texts.
that's what she said.
I'm not
Is that
sure.
I don't think that's what she
That's
said.
not word for word. Like I'm not
That's how
I
you
can
understood it.
remember it. I can remember a little bit of it, but I can't remember word for word.
Yeah, yeah, she's basically going in there telling him, that shield is not uh owned by the government, kind of telling them, that's not their shield anyway, and kind of saying like that should be his, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
making
which
them,
makes up a great point. It's a gray area. The shield was never like because it was made by Tony Stark's father. It was never a government thing. Never owned
yeah,
by the government. It was
yeah,
so it's a gray area, like she said.
yeah. I love.
And then what was it? And she knows he doesn't. You don't have to worry about giving the shield back because we don't know that. We already know that you don't have it.
Yes, sir. What else we got? So like, I just love how she did in that, and how sarcastic with the wife and all that. Calling her hot and stuff. It was just I don't know if I didn't look up his wife if she's anything in the comics, but I'm gonna try to do that this week. Did you know anything about his wife, John Walker's wife? Because I don't.
No, the only thing I know about her is that she played in the TV show Gifted, season 2, I
You
think.
think you think she plays a little bit of role on something in the future, or it's just an extra?
I think that she will have a role in it because John Walker will have a bigger role coming soon.
Definitely, definitely. Um, so do we continue? Or you want to go to the chats real quick?
Oh, we can go to the chats if you
Let's go
want.
to let's go to the chats real quick before we continue. Continue. Who's up in here? Of course, we say hi to Eric. Missing Link. What's up, dude? Station. Miguel Pooh. We say hi to him. Station. Ahoy, Captain. Ahoy. Oh boy, I wanted to do that for a long time. I'm glad you on here, bro.
You
I'm
should have been
chilling.
on the live stream with us the other night.
Oh, was he? All right. So Eric says that's the difference between Steve and Walker. Steve did what he thought was right. Walker did what he was told. Yep.
Not no
Yep.
more.
Yep. Well, not no more, but yeah, Cap. That's why he went through everything he went through with Civil War and all that. He went. Yeah, that's good one, Eric. Saying hello to people. Kirby, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Station. Who else we got? We got John Comics with Kids. Hiya, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. Saying hi to everybody. Okay. So we all caught up with the chats. So we'll continue on. And then the meeting, the Flag Smasher meeting you were talking about with what's her name? I keep forgetting her name.
It was yeah, I just forgot it. I said it here, like Carly.
Carly. Jeez, I always forget her name. The Carly, she looks kind of upset. You know what I mean? Because she's like, wants the Flag Smashers to be known, or feel like they belong in the world. You know, one world, one people is what their thing is. So what you think of that scene? That was a small little scene, but they put it there for a reason.
Yeah, it was there to set up something and that, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it, to be honest with you. Like it was just a small cutaway scene. Like there's only one more episode left, so they had to throw in a lot of small little scenes setting up stuff for the last episode. Which I'm not sure. Did you hear anything if it's going to be regular 40 minutes, or is it going to be any longer than that?
I didn't hear anything yet. I didn't hear anything. Usually, word goes around, and usually by Monday or Tuesday we find out. But I ain't heard. It might be a little long. You know what I mean? Because a lot happens here, but you know, we'll talk about it later. But the next scene will be the Bucky and Zemo scene.
Was it that one, or was it the Isaiah scene?
Oh, was it?
It could have been.
It was the Bucky scene. It was the Bucky scene. So
all right. So we got the Bucky scene and Zemo, which, to be honest with you, this was in the trailers. Like some of these scenes, right?
So I don't see the trailers, so you're gonna have to tell me because I try to ignore the trailers. Even though I have a show, I should watch them now. But
the trailer where the bullets are falling down. We all thought it was just from. Well, I personally thought it was from just a scene from the the Civil War movie, just because like that happened in it. But they did it again, except this time it was Bucky holding the gun and he shoots and nothing comes out and he drops the bullets. And here comes the
Dora Milaje, right? Oh, did I say it right?
Yeah, Dora Milaje.
I said it right, yeah. Points
Yeah.
for me.
10 points for Herm.
Yes. So, yeah, they come in, the three of them, because there's three. There should be five, but whatever. But
they're somewhere in the background. You just can't see them.
They just didn't want to bother. So they have a little scene. They take him. Baron Zemo, when he was like had the gun on him, he did look a little scared. Like the first time I've really seen him scared, because usually he's chill. You know what I mean? But he's like, oh.
He looked the exact same way he did in Civil War. He had the same face, like same facial expression, same worriedness, but he was willing to die. Just like he was in Civil War at the end when Black Panther was holding the gun.
Yeah, sounds
that
good.
was
Good analogy right there.
That was a really good scene. Like I really enjoyed that, and I am just hoping we see more from.
Well, of course.
I hope they don't kill him. Like,
nah, they're not gonna kill him. I think he's heading to what they call it, the raft or something like that, where they take him. There's gonna be other. I think there's gonna be other villains in that wherever he's going, and you might see a certain team you've been looking for build out of that. You know what I'm saying? You know that team I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't.
You don't,
no
man.
idea.
The team you've been wanting for a long time. The team of the Thunderbolts. You know what I mean? So, you never know what's a Thunderbolt, but that could be setting up for that. So, I'm excited for that. So we move on, and then is when Sam meets Isaac. You know, he comes in with the shield.
Isaiah.
I'm Isaiah. Thank you. That's why I have a partner. So Isaiah. So he goes into his house. First, he meets the young kid. You know what I mean? I keep forgetting his name. He goes up in the house with the shield and in the backyard, and then he says he doesn't want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? But you know he's trying to get more information out of him. And
yeah. And he's a bitter old man. And like I like what he says, it's like you're either bitter or you're a fool. Is what exactly he said to Sam. Like you're either bitter or you're a fool and don't see the truth. So
he kind of like yeah, so they had that long conversation, and then like you know, they start getting a little political of stuff that happens in the past. Very emotional scene. Very emotional. Like even I was a little teary, you know what I mean? Because it's, you know, it's a strong scene, you know, with what goes on in the racism, especially at that time, what he had to deal with to be, you know, Black Captain America, and what he never believes that that will ever happen, and he tells him that. And why would someone want to even try to be that? You know what I mean? He's all like, he's very disgruntled towards everything that happened, which makes sense because he lost going to jail. He lost his wife, you know, being away. You know, he didn't get to see her again, and everything he went through as a man who served the country. You know, there you go again, not doing good to your own. You know what I mean? So that's like another political thing they went through there. Very political, very strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very touching.
it was.
So
So now we're closer to the end.
so
Like it's more of Sam trying to get answers to see what's going on. We see a little bit of Eli playing basketball, which
yeah,
we all know that Eli is going to be further into the MCU sooner
yeah,
than later. Just not sure when. He hasn't been fleshed out all that much. It's just here and there.
Young Avenger, Young Avenger. But yeah. So of course he goes. That scene is over. It's a very strong scene. He goes back home. You know, they start rebuilding the boat and all that, and so they can sell it. And we get past some of the mushy stuff, you know, with the stuff you don't like that much. And we see Bucky come and try to help him and all that. You know what I mean? And then like he brings the suitcase from that big, I don't know, it's not called a suitcase, that big case from
Yeah,
Wakanda.
yeah.
I mean, you
And
knew exactly what it was.
isn't it a new shield?
Well, if you want to talk about it now, I think his whole uniform, shield and all. You know what I mean?
That'd be awesome. So we're gonna get that next episode.
But you think the new shield's gonna be in there, or just the uniform, and he's gonna use Cat Shield? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like, if it's coming from Wakanda, Wakanda has vibranium, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do. Like I said, they could make a whole new shield. Exactly. That's exactly true.
Because that way he's not. It would make sense too, because like you're holding that shield, it has baggage, just like Sam has said. It has more baggage now that it's been used to murder somebody. Like so, them creating a new shield for him just makes sense. It's his own. He can become Captain America, his own shield, his own branding. He doesn't have to take after anybody else. He doesn't have to carry that weight of trying to become the person that held that shield before.
That could be true. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna use a new shield and all that. That could be true, but I do know it's his new uniform. It has to be his whole new Captain America Falcon suit. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be very exciting. Like, so there are stuff that happens before that though. There's of course you see real quick, Bucky flirts with his sister, and he just looks at her kind of mean. Don't flirt with my sister. And yeah, like I thought I had to mention that. That was pretty funny. But in one of the scenes, you still with us, Mister? Doing the bit right now. Oh boy, I think we lost him. Okay, so oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So I'm just gonna keep going. We can't hear you, but I'm just gonna keep going. We do have a John Walker um visiting the Tompkins family, and they had the little scene there, and they really emotional, saying they were proud that their son was proud of him for being the Captain America and all, and like I don't, it looked like he was feeling really bad and all that, and I was just thinking, what was he thinking in that? Was he like juicing up his hype a little more with that? But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Before we keep going, I'm gonna go back to the chats. While we wait for Travis real quick. We got John Thomas. What's up, bro? Station coming up in here, saying what's up. We got M3 million. I can never say that right. But what's up, bro? He just popping in to say what's up. Go to sleep at 11 p.m. Ooh, thanks for stopping in. Yvette, hi, mom. John saying what's up to him, to her. Yeah, I don't watch trailer. I try not to. I like to be surprised. Phable, what's up? Thanks for joining us. It's a very high everyone station. Sorry I'm late. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It happens. Hold on before I keep on with the chats. He's back
Sorry, I don't
again.
know what was going on there. I still had internet, but like it just cut right out, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Ain't no 3 days on the Condor. 62. What's up, bro? Station saying what's up to us. You got Bobby in the house. Station, Bobby. You know what I mean? Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, bro. So, yeah. So, what you think of the Sharon Carter scene, real quick? She got the phone call. And
That was in the last episode, wasn't it?
no, it was in this one. She started talking. It was brief, and then whoever it was arguing with her, and she was like, "Whatever." And then you probably see towards the end who that is. Like, at least that's what I think. So we got that scene. Then we got like it going back to Bucky and Sam, and they like trying to fix the boat, but the sister gets the repairman, and then they go out and they start working out with the shield and all that, the whole thing, and they have a little bro to bro talk, and what you think about that scene?
I liked it. We finally got to see them bounce off the shield off the trees and stuff, and just go at it. It was a great bonding part for them.
Yeah, man, because they only know each other because of Steve Rogers, but they never really, I don't know if they really had that bonding moment. It was always angry with each other or whatever reason or whatever the case is. But I think this really helped their relationship.
Yeah, except for the part it's just like, don't hit on my sister.
But Big Brother's always going to do that, for little sister.
But yeah, it looks like he's gonna stick around with Sam for a while. Like Bucky's gonna stick around with Sam.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, which is cool. Because if they set up for another season 2 or another whatever it is,
I think they already do have a season 2 in the works.
Okay. I'm
It's
not
already
sure
been announced that there's going to be a season 2. There's not going to be a season 2 of WandaVision, but there is going to be a season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is amazing because now they're going to be using that platform almost to flesh out their characters, plus introduce new characters along the way.
So that sounds. I hope so, man. It's all like ear candy to me. You know what I mean? Like more and more. Give me more. I'm all like being a kid. I never thought we would have anything like this. So I can't freaking wait.
Yeah, we were excited for like when the Iron Man and all those started coming out. Now we're at a point where we're not getting just one movie a year or 2 movies a year. We're getting something every month at least. Whether it be TV shows, whether it be movies and stuff coming forward, we're going to have a lot of Marvel in our back pockets.
I love it. Feed me more. You're like right back to wrestler again. But
as long as they eventually Bring these guys.
Yeah. Put them away now. Yeah,
Well, like at
I would
least
love to see them.
bring back Night Thrasher. Come on,
I'd
bring
love
Night
to see them,
Thrasher.
but that's not into way in the future, bro. That's not into way in the future. Maybe 5 years from now.
Who
You know what I mean?
knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
They're throwing out left and right characters here and there. Eli, Isaiah. We got
I guess.
Photon. We got White Vision. We got Speed and Wiccan. We got a
Right?
ton of new
I don't think they're
characters.
gonna bring all of them all at once. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Station
teams
Ricky.
after teams. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
But
not saying that they're going to bring them out all at once, but they are planting so many seeds right now. Like it's
they should.
uncanny.
All right. So you have a short scene with Sam and his sister again, and his sister don't want to sell the boat now. Like they go through all that, he's ready to paint it. They don't want to sell the boat. They have their little rah-rah conversation. That's where Sam gets motivated. He understands the conversation he had before, but you kind of see it in him. This is the reason why Steve Rogers chose him, because he's kind of like him when it comes to like doing the right thing and doing what he feels is right. You know what I mean? On top of everything he has to deal with everything, you know, and it's trying to be Captain America as a black man is extra added to the stress that it's gonna bring. But he don't care. He feels the way Steve Rogers. I think he's the closest thing to Steve Rogers when it comes to that, and I think that's why he gave him that shield, and that's why he's gonna be the next Captain America. So yeah, what you think about that scene? Because then after that, it's my favorite scene, other than the fight. It's my favorite scene. Like,
Let's jump to the next scene then. I liked it.
Yeah,
I said
all I was like, all I needed was the I am the tiger. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the scene we saw. You know what I mean? You know, whoever did this was fan of the Rocky movies, because that's what that was. It was the new Captain America. Or at least he's gonna be getting ready, like Rocky. You know what I mean? He's like running around, doing his little running around with his nephews there and all that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, I loved it.
So, do you think it's going to be revealed right at the next episode, or do you think it's going to be revealed at the very end of the next episode, or halfway through, and then kind of grow from there?
I think that's a good question. I don't think they're gonna wait to the end of the episode. Like, they're gonna have a fight. It's a battle. It's happening. We're gonna see why in the next scene. But I don't think that's gonna. I don't know if he starts exactly. I think it starts with. I guess we can jump. I mean, you have anything else to say about this awesome scene before we jump to the very important last scene?
Important last scene or the after credit scene?
That's after credits. I'm not talking about that. We'll talk about that. But yeah. So after the Eye of the Tiger Rocky scene, which I love, I'll talk about that forever. You know what I mean? But we got to keep rolling with the show. But we see, which I knew it was Central Park. I mean, I've given the spoilers right away. But she's in the bench with another member of the Flag Smashers. I'm horrible with names. And you see a dude with all this arsenal. You know what I mean? They open it up, and she opens it up, and all the arsenal is there, and she's like ready. It look like she's ready to kill. You know what I mean? She ain't playing no more. You know what I mean? Do you know who that guy is? So I looked up. I have it written here. They're joined by Batroc. At least that's what I did look that up, because I didn't know. Anybody in the chats, let us know. But that's not who that guy is. And do you think it was Sharon Carter talking to him in the middle of the episode about this whole thing?
Possibly.
Yeah,
I could see there's so many loose ends. There's so much to go off of, because you got introduced to so many different people. Who's the one on the phone with her? Is it that guy? Is it the woman in the courthouse? There's so many you could play off of, right? Of who that could be. Or was it, who knows? You never know who it could be. Or some mysterious person that hasn't been mentioned or hasn't been known as a new character that they're throwing in as well. Because they have a tendency to do that.
Oh, well, we'll see. I mean, it could be all that. It's all connected somehow, you know. So
It's a wide universe right now, and it's ever expanding so much more each week.
I mean, I'm loving it. Everybody knows I'm loving Super fanboy now. Can't wait. But so we saw that scene with Dominic.
Are you a fanboy of Marvel?
I'm a fanboy of everything comics.
I don't think anything has changed.
I'm a fanboy of everything comics, my man. Everything comics. Because if DC was doing shit like this, yeah, I said a PG-13, PG-13. If DC was doing this, you know what I mean? Which they were kind of doing a little bit. If they start doing like this with HBO Max, I'll be all in. We'll be doing shows like that too, and I'll be giddy too. So don't start with that. So, but
well, Shamaro was watching it in subtitles. With subtitles, he already ruined it for us. Yeah, it's already Batrock. If Batrock was talking to Sharon, it's already been revealed.
Come on. Nah, that's okay. It's okay, bro. I wanted to know because I did look it up and it said it was him. So I tried to look up stuff without too much people, you know. Oh, it's this. Bobby says it too. I've seen him for years, and he was an MMA fighter. I
know who George St. Pierre is. He's Canadian. John St. Pierre. Sorry. I said
Canadian,
George.
eh? He's Canadian.
Yeah, he's from Montreal. Pretty sure.
Groot would have been mad if he seen the bouncing, them bouncing that shield off the trees. Bobby.
They patted them. They patted them, so they were cushioned.
What's cushioned? Come on, Bobby. Why you trying to start stuff, man? So,
all right.
we see there in Central Park. We seen there in Central Park. Like, were you surprised about the Central Park part? Like they were in New York?
I don't know.
Did you know they were in New York? I had the feeling. I was like, that looks like Central Park.
We should move on. We're already 45 minutes in. We got three other things to talk about.
Don't worry about the show. Don't worry about it. I'm excited about this. We'll move on. When I say, nah, just kidding. But we do need to move on. But I know you want to talk about this last part right here, the mid credits. So what you think? Mid credits. See, John Walker fixing his own shield.
He is working on his own shield. So if nobody saw this episode did have an end credit scene.
Yeah, scraps. You know, he's making it out of scraps. So I'm looking at it like.
And he's put something on it. He put his badge that he lost, like his little pin, kind of
war medal
on the field.
Yeah,
so it's you have to look out for him because he will have a shield now, and he does have the super serum.
He's a super serum. I mean, that shield is not gonna be like vibranium, not gonna be like the other shield, but he has his shield. Do you think he's gonna have the same Captain America suit, or he's gonna have his actual U.S. agent suit?
He's gonna make his own suit. He's gonna have to because he lost the Captain America suit. He lost, like, he didn't lose his own suit from the army, but he lost the Captain America suit. He just no longer.
So you think he's gonna be in the U.S. agent black suit, U.S. agent suit then?
I think we're gonna have something similar to it. I don't think it's going to be fully U.S. agent until the very end. Like, we're not going to get – because we walked into WandaVision thinking we were going to get a ton of reveals of what's to happen, and we didn't really. We have setup still. So I don't think all is going to be revealed in this. We're not going to get the Bucky with the new suit and shield. We're not going to have him in a new suit and stuff. everything is not going to be revealed in this. We may get one thing that's revealed in this and others set up.
All right. So that's good then. So we're gonna get that reveal hopefully. I don't know. I don't know when his will be revealed, but I know we're gonna get uh Falcon in there, and his that's gonna have to happen next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Um, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know, like if they're gonna show him in the end scene, and they're not gonna really square off in those suits or something. So after, that's probably what you're trying to, you probably gonna see
Well,
suits.
like the actual U.S. agent suit, I think we'll get a glimpse of it, but not him wearing it.
Bruce says during credit, U.S. agent making his new suit. Yeah, that's the end credit, and it might be
Yeah, that's
you won't
already
see
been
that.
revealed. We're talking about the suit. Like, will he have the U.S. agent suit, or will it be done, or will we get just a glimpse of the U.S. agent suit from the comics, and then it just set up for something else?
It might be the end credit for the next episode. Is when you finally see him in the suit. Because no
Because,
guarantee he's gonna fight in the next episode.
well, I hope he does because it's the last one.
Who U.S. agent?
Yeah, because the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we only have one episode left.
Yeah. So yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously. But that's probably when we're gonna see it. But moving on. Like anybody in the chats, how many backlogs do you give this show? Rate it now. I'm gonna go real quick. I loved it. This episode was awesome. It was full of everything, emotion, action. They gave you more stuff, more kind of Easter egg kind of stuff. Open world and opening the world even more in this episode. So I loved it. I mean, call me whatever, but I give it a 5 backlogs. Probably knew I was going to go there. 5 backlogs for this episode. Traffic gives it 5 backlogs. Let's go.
I loved it. I love this episode. It set up a lot. It explained a lot, whether you'd like to admit it or not. It may be throwing in quite a bit of stuff, but it's all set up. And it's set, like the minor stuff is set up. The main story still goes through very, very well. And then action scenes, I love it was just right off the bat, action. As soon as you start, maybe it gives you a few moments before the action actually starts, but then once it starts, it's amazing. Phenomenal even. So yeah, I will give it a 5 out of 5 backlogs.
5 out of 5 backlogs. Excuse me. Now we're going to the chats. See what they say. Missing link 5.5. Still a very great rating. Ricky, what's up, Ricky? He gives it a 5. Nix. Tomorrow gives it a 5 backlogs. Bobby, 5 patriotic backlogs. There you go, Bobby. We talk about the weather over there. John Thomas. John Thomas, did you see it? What grade you give it? And Station, my man. Bruce gives it a 4 out of 5. Still a great rating. Miguel Poole gives it a 5 backlogs. Thank you, sir. Stefan says I marked it down half a point because Battlestar deserves better. He might, but I don't know if there's a lot of people who really, I don't know, has that emotion towards him, but he might. I understand that. But and I agree, he did deserve better. At least they gave him a scene. They gave the scene with his parents and all. They didn't just completely forget about it. But I got you. It's still a great rating you gave it. Just talking about over there up north. Battlestar has a dope fight scene in the last U.S. agent book. And Kirby 4.5 Captain America shields for me. And Stefan said true, Herm. True, true, true. Question: what's your favorite Marvel movie so far? Ricky, we'll probably be here a very long time if we answer that question. We gotta
And
go on
it
to the
already
next
took us
show.
1 hour to review one show, and we have two other things to
Uh,
do. So I don't want to be here for three
Less than
hours to
50
begin with.
minutes. Less than 50 minutes. Someone's in a rush to see a certain somebody stream. I'm getting that vibe. Someone's in a rush to see somebody. Who's that somebody? I'm just gonna keep it there. Stefan, mind blown. Bobby, that's be money. But yeah, he said they can bring Battlestar back as Deathlock. I don't know
Ah,
if they will do that.
oh, oh, Bobby,
Oh, so
that is an amazing,
Stefan, if they do
amazing.
that, will you put that back up to 5 backlogs? Because they set that up. No, you never know. Bobby, you're getting us too excited, man. We're expecting way too much. This is one show. Nah, that was awesome, Bobby.
And I'm more of trying to get rid of like one of the reviews that just get it over and done with and move on to the better review of Spawn Compendium. But yeah, let's move on to Invincible. I
Are you
know.
talking about the show that I freaking love? Because this show is freaking phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal.
All right,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
let's. I just want to get into this for right quick. Starting Invincible off, I didn't mind it. About 25 minutes in, like I was enjoying the whole show, and then 25 minutes in, I was sitting there and I was like, "Is this still on? Like, man, does this ever seem like a long time?" But other than that, I'm liking Invincible. It's just it seems way too long for me. It seems like it
I don't
drags too.
understand. It's just I'm used to episodic shows. I'm used to 40-minute, 50-minute shows. It's the same to me. You know what I mean? I don't see why, because it's animation, it has to be any different. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. I'm loving that this is different than a lot of cartoons. Because I'm loving them. It does. I'm freaking soaking it all in. I freaking love it. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, like it's a new story. Each episode is like a new story. It just throws in a new concept with the original story in the background, which is
Station
weird.
God Tank.
Station.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, but you get like what I'm saying. Like the main story is happening in the background, and then the story of just him is happening each episode, and it just seems like they're throwing no information at us about what's really going on, and it's 45 minutes long. Because they're just throwing in a new
I
concept.
don't care. Like I told you, it's fine for me. I don't understand. Like we're gonna spend the whole time reviewing how long it is. Like we understand you don't like the long shows. But
I
we still
didn't
need
say
to
that. I
review
said
it.
that at the start. I'm saying now that they're throwing all of this. I'm telling you, like, not how length it is. I'm telling you what the actual story is. They're throwing all the main story in the background, and then they're just doing a completely new story each episode with not a lot to back it up or what's going on. And like they could, with it being 45 minutes, they could explain a little bit more than what's going on instead of having these short cut scenes between episodes. It's like it's
That's what
45
they
minutes of cut scenes all episode of like jumping around too much on different scenes and not explaining. Like this is a TV show. This is not a comic. They do that in the comics, but this is
a
a TV
show
show
of a comic.
I know, but
So
with
they're
the
doing
length.
it like a comic book. That's why it's like that. It's like a comic
You know,
book.
but
That's
then
why I love it.
why are they giving us like six comics in one episode?
Well, I don't know. I didn't read ahead. I don't know if you read
Because
all
like
other
the
Invincibles, but
the first 6 episodes is already like 2 volumes of the comic book.
all
Like
right.
they're
Okay,
running
so
out of material here right quick if they continue with that. But that being said, I did like this episode. I like the new character.
I can't tell.
It was kind of a
Can
new
you guys
Joker
tell in the
character.
chat? I Okay, so we ruined the episode. So it starts with the dude in campus. He gets he's a complete jerk with the lady. He's trying to get the ladies, but he's all drunk and stuff. He's his father owns half the campus, and
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
he gets kidnapped. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, okay, so
Yes,
something's gonna
Stefan, we're
happen.
talking about Invincible.
Yeah, we're talking about Invincibles. Like, I wanted to say it, but he got very, very emotional over there about how long this episode was. So we're gonna keep on going. And then I got emotional because he got emotional about that episode. So now
I
we're
did
going off
like
the
it though.
rails.
I like it. Like this.
But we still friends. We still love each other. So don't worry, everybody. We're
I
still
don't like
we're
you
still.
anymore. No.
Show's over. Show's over. No, I'm just,
this
what?
this this guy gets kidnapped,
Makes
and
sense.
you don't know what happens to him until later down the road. But like, it was these machines, pretty much.
Well, we have that happen, and then of course, like after that scene, we got Robot who helps um all the other Guardians, and the name was
Well, he's
eluding me
helping out.
again.
That robot guy is helping out Beast Girl at the hospital.
He's also helping out what's his name, Black something, Black whatever his name is, the big dude.
I don't really care for that character, so I don't remember his name.
I mean, I don't care if you care, but we need to know names. I think I wrote it somewhere, but you know what I'm saying. Oh well.
There's too
Uh,
many. It's like black
Anybody
guy.
holding them in the chats, but yeah, he saves him too. He's not only, but more important one is Monster Girl. It's looking like he has a thing for her for Android. You know what I mean? Um,
Well, I'm pretty sure she holds a formula in her that can actually do a growth, make something grow bigger. Like she holds a certain kind of gene that he needs to help with whatever he's growing. That's my thoughts about it. Like I don't think he cares one bit for her at all. I think
you
it's
know,
just
you don't think he I'm thinking he has some kind of emotions towards this girl for some reason. Or maybe you're right. Maybe it's because of the genes. But I'm feeling there's more there. I don't know why. But like, cause everybody say, oh, you just a robot. It's an android. They don't have feelings. You know what I mean? They keep mentioning that on there. I mean, I'm going to this blind. I don't know what happens in the comics, but I'm just going. I'm just saying. He looks like he has more. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much of it, but that's why I feel like he does. Cause if we could go ahead a little bit just on his story, cause his story is a different thing. He like goes somewhere to get this flower. You know what I mean? And it's not even his. I guess his main droid. It's like another droid. Grabs the
yeah, it was
flower.
weird.
You know what I mean? I was just looking at it like this is some um. Damn it. The Avengers movie nobody likes. What's his name?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, him. It's him. But
Ultron.
Ultron. He's like an Ultron type of guy. You know what I mean? And that's what I saw there. I was like, ooh, like we got
Yeah,
more to
it
that.
did remind me of when Ultron walked out in the Avengers movie, the second one, and he's like, but yeah, no, yeah, I'm not sure because and I think, not gonna lie, I think Robot is going to kill that other guy. He knows too much.
Cool. Robot?
Yeah, he's going to kill the other guy that's in the other room.
Oh, you think so? Oh, that could happen. That could
And
happen.
all right, so now we get back to Mark Grayson. He's in the hospital. His parents are a little ticked and stuff. He gets better. Adam Eve covers for him with his girlfriend because he's been in there for what, 5 days? 6 days?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So Adam Eve covers with him for his girlfriend and that, and they rekindle. but now they're at a university trying to get in, like take a look at a school with his friend, and that's when we meet what's his name, Mr. Sinclair,
Sinclair.
and that
AD. It's the
who's
AD
like
Sinclair. Oh, DA. I'm sorry, DA Sinclair. My fault.
he's like a Joker-esque type character.
He's an evil dude. The only thing is a scientist. You know, they find out real quick he's a jerk because in the class he interrupts them, and then like the Rick guy helps them, which Williamson, the best friend, that's his like his buddy, or more than just friends, and yeah, so not too long after that, what happened?
I don't know. You got notes. You tell me. I don't want to ruin your notes.
You look like you have this down pat, man. I thought you had all the.
Oh, well, all right. Well, later on we find out, like, because in the college they were kind of fighting. In the university, he calls everybody idiots, and that we find out that he's eyeing up the big William guy, or was it William?
Rick, the Rick
Rick,
guy.
the big Rick guy, the college dude, and started sizing him up. And then later on, we come to find out, like, and I'm not sure where it ends up on the totem pole of that, but like he's the one that's we find out pretty fast that he's the one that's doing it because we see one later on that night.
Well, first we get Amber and Mark kind of like in campus. They separated from the two. You know what I'm saying? We get them, and he's like, I want to go here, and he's like, so you need to come with me. She's like, okay, you know what I mean? And then everything's all good, and just like any superhero show or comic, all hell breaks loose. The cyborg that was kidnapped earlier, well, the cyborg that comes out is a cyborg. The guy that was kidnapped earlier is that guy, and he starts wreaking havoc everywhere. You don't know, he's confused, and real quick, Mark wants to get into his suit, but Amber's there, his buddy's there, and then somehow he ends up going like disappearing, getting the suit because he's ready to kill his best friend, and he stops him, and that's when his best friend notices who it is. You know what I'm saying? He knows his buddy, Williamson knows that Mark Grayson is invincible, and he's all confused there. You don't know what's going on and all that, but he knows that. And then the fight goes on, and then the cyborg, in the end of that, somehow after the fight, like he sees himself in the water, sees himself as a monster, and then he kills himself. And then that's it for him. You know what I mean? But the damage is done. And then, of course, Amber gets upset with Mark because he disappears. And then I guess she breaks up with him there. Which I can understand. Like, he's been iffy, that the relationship never really had a chance, really. And then this happens, and then he disappears instead of being there. You know what I mean? I can understand that. What you think of that whole scene?
No, I loved it. It was really good.
Yeah, it's that old school superhero right there. Old school show and all that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that part. And then of course, what else happens? You have
Well,
after that,
it's revealed that it was Sinclair that is making these robots because at the start, when you see him like actually doing work on the robots and stuff and kidnapping, you don't see a face. You just see a guy with a mask and in the background, right? Covered in shadows.
And he also looks through his cyborg eyes and he sees Rick, and that's who he's trying to go after.
Yeah, that's who he's sizing up and says, like, we need an all-around jock.
So you want to keep on with that story? You want to go with Mark's mother situation with the Debbie Grayson.
Well, we might as well go with the story, like how the actual show is. So let's jump to the mother scene.
All right, so she leaves to the house to investigate, obviously to investigate her husband, and he seems kind of curious. And he's like, "Oh, I want to go," and she's like, "No," and convince him to stay. You already know he's suspicious. Then of course she leaves, and he finds the suit up there, and he finds that it was tampered with. Uh-oh. You know what I mean? That's not. Uh-oh. So she goes to visit the art guy who builds the suits and all that. He's a scientist. That's what they had to do. His tailor. I love that scene. And then of course they investigate that it was Omni-Man because the oldest blood is he took first shot. They figured it out.
And they're seeing like all of this different debris and stuff like that would only be on him if he attacked them, like burn marks like from a person, some crystallized stuff that was from another character, and I'm sorry I don't remember any of their names because they're dead, so I could care less.
Yeah, that's fine. The old Guardians. Yeah, and then like you see creepy guy in the air. You know what I mean? Omni-Man. I guess he has super hearing, right? Does he have super hearing like Superman, or he doesn't? I'm not too sure.
I'm just gonna guess that he does. Like he has any pretty much he's the everything man. He's the Omni-Man.
Right.
Like
So yeah, because he sees her leaving. You know what I mean? Like, oh boy. And then like, should we talk about when he visits his tailor, or because that comes a little bit after, or you just want to go and talk about it right there?
might as well talk about it right now then.
Yeah. So things happen, and they go back, and he comes to the art. His full name is eluding me right now, and then he offers him a drink because his heart is like he's all frozen. He's like, oh shit, you know, and you can see he's like, oh, good job by Mark Hamill. That's Mark Hamill voice. So and he was like, oh no. So they like hanging out and kidding in the roof, and he keeps acting a little weird towards in some of the conversation, and I'm like, he's looking at him, and then like it's looking like, oh, he's gonna kill him, but he doesn't, and he's like, and that's that line you like comes up, you know, can't piss off your tailor, right?
Yeah, you can't insult your tailor.
And assault your tailor, yeah. So you think he's gonna end up? I mean, like I said, I didn't read ahead of the comics, but do you think he's gonna end up killing him?
Something's gonna happen
Because he knows too much.
Yeah, he does. He knows too much, and I know like Omni-Man was just there to scare him, in a way, to say, hey, don't say anything, because like I know you know. You say anything, I'm coming for you.
Oh yeah. So we jump in, and any other scenes we can remember talking about? I know there's Amber scenes. You know what I mean? Not Amber scenes. Adam Eve scenes and all that. You want to talk a little bit about that, or?
Yeah, it wasn't very long. It was just her deciding to go back to the academy to be a hero, and like her fighting with her parents because her parents don't want her to become one. They're like saying like you can do better, you can do better things and stuff, and I think it's just worrying parents, right? So
yeah, so she leaves off, goes to where she was. She builds up her own house, in the trees. She helps plant crops and all that. So she's looking like she's making a home for wherever she's at and helping people. So that's what making her happy. So she's happy there. And anything else you want to add from her, or we move on?
I think you can move on from here. I don't think there much more happened other than that.
Yeah. All
Um,
right.
I want to go to the robot scene where he's with the two twins, or the
Yeah.
guy and the
Yeah.
clone, and they're working on the thing. Um, he's pretty much, he said like, you'll
The
get
Matter
paid,
twins.
you get paid, and so those two are up to something. We'll get to that later, but they're thinking like, hey, we have to have insurance. We got to go get insurance and stuff because we don't have the money now. So, as villains usually think, they're criminals. So,
They are. So we get so moving on from that, we get now we get to the big scene where Rick is in the the apartment wherever, and sorority apartment or whatever, and he gets his buddy gets a call from Rick, and they were calling each other. All of a sudden he gets in trouble. Obviously he's gonna get kidnapped, and you know William, he don't know what to do. He's like, oh, you gotta help me. He tells Mark to help him, and but he's thinking about Amber. No, I gotta go to this party. He'll be all right. That's another part. That's another like Peter Parker moment. Like great power, great response meets great responsibility kind of thing. And you see that right there. I love it. It's perfect. And then like he goes off to find her while Williams goes to find Rick and finds his cell
I'm still
phone.
here.
Yeah, he finds his cell phone. Then he finds a man, what do you call that? Man cap. And down the sewers is where he went. So he goes down the sewers, and then of course now he gets kidnapped. And he tells Mark Grayson, he calls him while he's in the party trying to talk to Amber, but he sees Amber who meets a new friend called Kyle. You know what I mean? And I heard he's actually a new character, and that's one thing I did. I looked up him, and he's a new character, but he kind of imitates another character from a future issues. But Stefan or somebody would know who that is. But yeah. So he has a choice between talking to his, trying to talk to his girl and get him away from this guy who he don't know who it is, or go save his friend. Of course, he's the hero. He goes see what's wrong with his friend, so he's looking around about him. What do you think about that whole scene right there?
It just shows that he would rather be the hero than get the girl.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
liked
So
it, and I liked the next scene. Like I said, there's to where he actually goes down to the sewers and finds his friend. That
and
guy,
then go ahead.
that guy that is like gonna slice up his arm, and that his buddy's friend. Once Mark Grayson gets there, he has that Joker look face. It's like I remember, I as soon as that scene came, I was like, "There's a character like the Joker." I texted you. I was like, right away. That was a nice scene. That's why I call him Joker-esque, because when they're down in the sewers and stuff, and he was just about to slice his arm with that little whatever you call it.
Little salt thing.
Yeah, bone saw, maybe, I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. So
that was awesome.
yeah, the whole scene was awesome. He goes in there, and then like William is pleading to Rick, "You have to save us." And then like Invincible takes his face off again, and he's looking at him, and then he like looked like he's distracted enough. And what was that one? He takes off his own chip in the back, because that's what's controlling him, right? So he takes his own chip off in the back, and then now he helps them, and then he takes their chips out, and then boom, battle over. Then while the battle's over, you see William go kick Sinclair's butt, starts punching him until Invincible stops him. Then he tries to run away again, but eventually, they get him, and yeah, he gets arrested, and now you have all these bodies, and now you have Rick, and you feel bad for his best friend because it's the love of his life. That was his, he loved him. You could see that, and he denied it. Is now an android, and he like, how could I help him? Like, you feel helpless. You know what I mean? When you see something like that happen to someone you care about, you know what I mean? So, I thought they brought emotions in that part right there. What do you think about that scene?
Sorry, I started reading the chat. I was like, what are they talking about? Family matters?
You get distracted easily, my friend.
Well, it's been a while. I was kind of looking at like they've been going at it for a while, talking about family matters down in the chat.
All right, so
I liked it. I like that scene. Like, so you're saying Rick, the guy who got kidnapped, that pulled off the thing like out of his head, is an actual character?
Oh no. I was just saying, like, I mean, he could be in the future, but his William guy, he's in love with him, you know what I mean, and he wants to help him. So there might be some kind of cyborg kind of thing, like Deathlock kind of thing, like there you go, Bobby, Deathlock kind of thing happening there, and he might be a character in the future. Who knows? I think that's how I feel. And then I guess anything else you gotta say about the scene? We move on to like towards the end.
We might as well move on to the end of it, where Mark Grayson's mom confronts Omni-Man.
Yeah, like they always say, like when you see a wife with the wine drinking in the kitchen like that, and the husband comes home,
you know there's going to be damage. When the wife happens to be married to Omni-Man, what the hell's going to happen there?
Because now she knows, and like she's drunk, but she confronts her. She said, "I know you did it. Why'd you kill all them the Guardians? You know what I mean? Why you do it?" And I was just like, "Oh boy." And he's just like, go to bed. And then she does. But now you're thinking, oh, what's going to happen now? Is he going to, now she knows too much. Is he going to kill her? You know what I mean? Because this guy's going a little cuckoo. It looked like he's losing his mind a little bit. All this, all at once, So, anything to add to that? Yeah, I don't want to add nothing to that. So you don't think
I was the one who brought it up.
What happened?
I was the one who brought it up. I don't have anything to add to what I brought up.
All right. So well, I was saying, like, it's people where I was saying what you call them, the Viltrumites? This kind of people. Viltrumites. Yeah. Viltrumites, whatever. I think some of that part of him is going to start taking over. You know what I mean? And it's looking like little by little, like if he's losing his wife, soon there's a fight between the dad and the son, because that part I know about. You see covers of that and all that. So
yeah, that's unavoidable.
Yeah, so I know it has to be something like that. And so he probably loses his mind and goes back to his traits and that's why he's trying to get his son to be one of them. You know what I mean? Because that's what he is. He's training him to be that. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Do you want to start?
That's the show, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
No, but of course you got the end credit scene. I mean,
there was an end credit scene?
Yeah, there was an end credit scene.
All right, I did not see that.
You didn't see that? So, because after you see the battle, so you have nothing to add to the end of that, right?
No.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that though. But
well,
yeah, you can go ahead and spoil it. You can spoil it for me. I don't care.
Anybody want for the end credit scene? Spoiler. The Mallard twins. There's these two youngsters digging a grave of this like superhero powers or something. I don't know. Anybody who knows about Invincibles, let us know in the chat. But he's digging a grave, and supposedly the guy in the guy or something in that coffin gives you powers, and the other guy's like, oh, that's just a rumor, blah blah blah. Then here comes the Mallard twins, your favorite, the Mallard twins, and then he starts talking to them, and you know they're gonna kill him. You know what I mean? They're like young guys or something, and they're gonna get whatever it is that they've been digging up for, because they were ready to get it, because they got to the coffin, and then boom, that's where it ends. That was the end credit.
Nice. I actually did see that.
Oh, you just lied to me.
No, I didn't know that was the end credit scene. I thought that happened before the credits.
I think it ended, and then see credits, and then boom, that was.
Okay, that's probably why.
Mid credit, whatever.
All right. Yeah, I did see that. That was pretty cool. I did like that scene. Makes me interested for the next one. But
so we're gonna rate it. Anybody in the chats, rate right now while we talk about it. What you think? How many backlogs you give Invincibles? Episode 6. I'm gonna give it to you this time because I did it first last time. What you think? How many backlogs?
I give Family Matters 4.5 backlogs. And then I give Invincible four backlogs out of 5.
That's pretty strong.
It's growing on me, but like I said, like I was into the show when I started watching it today. And but then like 30 minutes in, like I was just I felt like I had to do something. Like I was like, am I still watching this? Like didn't they do everything? Like, why is there still more to this? So that's why it loses a point for me. I'll give it 4 backlogs. It's just, I don't know why I lose. I have ADHD or something because I can stay concentrated on Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I can't stay focused on a cartoon. So I don't know. It's my issue. It's my issue. I know. That's
all I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. It's because the cartoon, you're not giving it a chance. Barbara says, I like it. Violin cartoon superheroes. Count me in. Albert Station. I don't know if we said what's up to you earlier. Jamal says pretty dope. Make each episode 90 freaking minutes. Oh man, Travis won't like that, Bruce. Travis won't like that. I'm loving that it's 40 minutes. It's a full show. I love it. I freaking love that they have it like that. If it gets too long, TM, just pause it, pause it, and watch the rest of it later. Like a 20 minutes.
I won't.
Like episodes. Invincible. I've been enjoying Invincible, so Stefan saying that. I got my lady to check out the comics. That's
Station,
awesome.
Albert.
Station. Albert saying station again. Eric, Invincible is kind of, meh. Oh, come on, Eric. Come on. I still forgive you. I got the Compendium on digital. It's really good. Bruce says they're changing a lot from the book. Book was better so far. I understand. But that's usually what happens. People end up loving the books a lot more than whatever the show is. But, I didn't read the book, so at least I can enjoy it like that, and then I'll read it later, and I guess I'll enjoy books even more. Is the book better than the show? I feel like I'm overly harsh on the show. I think you're a little... Okay, this is one thing I always say. Separate. Like, I know that they grab a lot from the books. Out of all other things that I see on TV, I think this show captures the imagination so far. It's looking like more from the comics. They might shuffle things around because it's a show, but at least
and then
that's
you
how I
have
feel.
Bruce saying that the book, the comic book is 5 out of 5, but the show is only a 3 or a 3.5.
I'll get to that. Bruce answer throughout the questions. I think it's too early to really compare the two. Yeah, I agree. Like, let the show keep going. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like you have to really. It has to be 100% like the comic. So far, it's doing it. I think it's doing a good job. Of course, I didn't rate it, but I think it is. And then here goes the comment: 5 out of 5 for the book. Shows like 3.5. That's still a good rating. You're being really for looking like you're being harsh, but you're not being harsh. That's still a really good rating, Bruce. I usually don't judge
And
people
you give
based
me
on what they
crap
like.
for giving it too harsh of a rating. I gave it a 4.
Yeah, you shocked me. That's the shock of the night right there. You gave it a 4. I am today, though, all you invincible naysayers. Yeah, Stefan, let them know. And then he says, kidding. Robot was a big twist coming. Grayson got fracked up. That comic case at the beginning was a creator of Rick and Morty. Oh, so the guy talking?
So that would have been the guy who voices Rick and Morty, because he's a creator of that show as well. He does voices.
Percival Winslow is the voice of the original Val Johnson guy. Okay.
Oh yeah,
that's right. I heard about that.
Are you going through the chat? You'll be going through the chat for a while, man. And it's all about.
I'm making you nervous. So I know you want to get out so bad. There's a reason why you want to get out. That's why I'm doing this. He's in the middle of the show.
It's only you that's going to be derailing the show, because you're going to be talking about Family Matters and Urkel for the next 10 minutes.
Well, I'll skip all that, Mr. I wish I was in control of the show. You know what I mean? Don't worry, you have your live stream.
Bye.
Monster Girl. Okay, I'm gonna go up ahead because he's very impatient. He wants to see someone else show.
There's still an hour. It's just I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that you'll be talking about Urkel. I don't care. Let's talk about Urkel. So Family Matters came out.
I never said I was going to talk about that.
Urkel.
You saying
Family Matters, like everybody associates Urkel with Family Matters, but when Family Matters, it was about this family, and then all of a sudden Urkel was introduced and he took over the show, and everybody loved him.
Okay, I'm going back to the ratings because you're being a dirt right now, but Stefan says it's a 3.69, dudes. Bobby says 4.5 backlogs. Station. Say he enjoyed last episode's way better. Yeah, that was a good rating. Jamal says 4 backlogs. I'm excited to see what happens with the Immortals. With the Immortals body. Okay, that's what that is. That's what the guy's called, Immortals. I was close to picking it up because of Robbie's review, but I passed. I don't know what he was talking about. You know, Mr. I'm reading the chat while we reviewing something. 4 backlogs for Miguel Poo. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? If I missed anybody's rating, just do it again. Everybody's laughing here. Favorite to wordplay was phenomenal. Okay. All right. So we're done with Invincibles. And now, of course, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time for the...
Did you give it a rating?
What happened?
Did you give it a rating?
Oh, I give it a 5 backlogs for me. I enjoyed this episode.
You're too nice to it.
No, it's just new to me. You know, everything is new to me, and I love everything that's happening in it. Maybe if I read the comic or something, maybe I'll be whatever. Maybe I'll give it a lower rating. But for me, it's all new to me, and I'm enjoying it. I should have gave it a 4.5. Fine, you made me change it. I'm 4.5 just for you, because Falcon and Winter Soldier was a better show, and I gave it a 5. 4.5 backlogs. He was talking about getting low. All right, so I guess we're gonna review the last part. Uh, what we're gonna review next? Something called Wah Wah. So
That was fun. I actually read all of the issues today that I had to, so they're kind of fresh in my mind.
you rush them all today, right, Mister? Hey, I read them. Hey, I read them. Hey.
And as I was reading it, I was taking pictures of funny parts that I saw, and I'd be sending it to the group chat.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's give this compendium number 1. Bruce, we're reviewing a book, little by little, but we're doing it. So you start with issue number 5.
And that was a Billy Kincaid centric
issue.
issue, yeah. And
Serial
let me
killer.
tell you about him. It starts off with him getting released from prison for, wait for it, killing a child. So this series is like, it goes far. Like, it was the 90s. Who cared? So like they didn't care what boundaries they hit. But yeah, he was getting released from prison. And throughout this whole issue, like, I was like, okay, this guy's pretty cool. It'll be a pretty cool character. Not really a cool character, but like a cool villain.
Cool villain.
Sinister villain in a way. But like, we won't get too much into it because we're going through like 6 issues. We get through it, we find out that he was an ice cream man delivery guy. And he would lure kids into it. And there was a scene where he had kids' fingers chopped.
That was gross.
And glued to the backboard. And he says, I'm liking my finger paintings. Like, holy. I'm gonna see if I can find that. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Let me know what you thought of it.
This issue might have been maybe the best one so far we read, cause of the story. Is this guy the first full, besides Violator, the first next villain that we see? I don't remember, but of course, he's sentenced for just 10 years for doing what he did, and only because he got caught killing a senator's kid and all that. And then, like, for good behavior, he got sentenced to, like, 4 years? So he ended up with 4 years in jail.
5 years, I think.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years, yeah. And I think it's 4 years because Spawn was 5 years, and this happened before, he came back. You know what I mean? Like, you might be right. But, yeah, so this
those
guy...
are child's fingers. Those are children's fingers right now.
Yeah, woo. So he gets off for good behavior, but really it's because the people in the jail cell are scared of him. You know what I mean? So they wanted him out of there. So all this, all the politics. And of course, right off the bat, he got another ice cream truck and he lures in another one. And that's where you see that picture right there. Because I guess we can skip all the little things to that part because we have other issues, but that's where Spawn finds him. And
we'll tell this: when he was alive, Spawn was supposed to kill him.
Yes.
So Al Simmons was supposed to kill him when he was a living man, but the cops got to him first. And then he goes through the whole thing. Is just like he had a bigger smile on his face than the cops did. And even in the courtroom and on the way to jail, he had just a sinister smile on his face. So, and then through the whole issue, you have the detective and Twitch throughout the series, and like the detective's
Sandberg and Twitch.
Yeah, he's ticked that he got released, and he was making it his life mission to make sure that he gets put back away.
But like, first of all, like he's also pissed, and also because Sinclair was supposedly he was hired to kill the senator kid too. That's what came up towards in the middle of the end of the issue. So it was just like, what the heck is going on here? You know what I mean? So that I didn't think that at all. And then of course, should we get to the end because we want to get to the next issue? We find Spawn going in to outside. First he's creeping outside the house, and then the detectives see him. So now the detective thinks he has something to do with it. You know what I mean? Or they're in cahoots or something. And then boom, you see Spawn gets in, and the detectives quickly run into the house, and they find everything, all the evidence, and nobody there. And then after they go home, of course, Mr. Sam, let me solo you. We find Sinclair dead, chained up in his office. He is done. And that's it.
That moves us on to number 6. And that is, actually, give me a second because I should have had this ready, but I might as well get the character itself.
Dylan Station. We're doing a horror type part of issue in Spawn, and Dylan shows up. I think that was fate right there. Don't you think?
We get to introduce this character now in the series.
Yep. Overkill. Not overkill, but overt.
But is it overkill? Because a lot of it, you see his name is Overkill, and then people are just calling him Overkill with no T added. You notice that? And then there'd be spots where there would be a T added, and I'm like, okay, is the T silent?
I think McFarlane makes a mistake in the two, calling him Overkill, and then like in the one of the bubbles calls him Overkill, but then all the other places it's Overkill. So
yeah, and like. And yeah, because I think it's overkill. I don't know.
So I'm calling it overkill, whatever. New match overkill, but it's over. What does the packet say? Does the packet say overt?
Yeah, but no space in between kill, so it's just overkill.
All right, so you spent a lot of time just saying his name. So he's like an indestructible cyborg. And do you want me to explain it? Or you want to explain it?
Oh no, I can explain it. He's pretty much this scene that he's introducing. It's not America, and this is way before. It was just pretty much introducing the character. We still have no idea where he's at or what he's doing. I'm pretty sure it's his hometown. But later on in the episode, we see that he has got to America. He's working for a mob boss who, Don, I want to say Fierro.
Who the mob boss name is? I think I wrote him down somewhere, and I don't look. I'm supposed to be prepared here, and I was, and I still messed it up. My boss is oh man, I don't even have it here. Go figure. Anyway,
That's all right. It's not mentioned that much in the book, like maybe once.
I think it's mentioned after we read.
Maybe. Oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's sent there, and they're trying to find out because this mob boss, this Don, he thinks it's Spawn that's killing these people and taking their hearts. But we all know it's Violator from earlier issues. And So they put a hit out for him, and they were like, okay, well, we need somebody that can actually take this guy on. And Overkill has taken on the Youngbloods, and he thinks that Spawn is one of the Youngbloods, so he has a reason to go after him.
Yeah,
So,
he hates him. And
well, I forgot to mention in the last issue, there was a news reporter talking, and they were like, the last
I know
one,
what you're gonna
it's
say.
like somebody should just the whole breaking of backs. There's like somebody should just break his back. Hello, talking to you, Mr. Shadowhawk.
You know, I wrote that down, and I forgot to mention it too. I'm shocked that you didn't mention that. I was like, oh, that's
But I
gonna
hate the
be
news
his moment.
reports. The news
That's gonna be his
reports are
moment.
just so long to read. Well, not long, but just so pointless at points. And so I'm glad I read it that time. I didn't just skim through it.
Yeah, so you have the, of course, so you got the mob boss, and those guys kill a lot of his friends in the alley. 'Cause that's where Spawn lives. He lives in those alleys. That's his home. So to protect his home, he's pissed. So he kills those guys, and then that's when the boss orders Overkill to go get him, and then they have the big fight, and that's where you have the young blood reference towards the end of that fight, and Spawn can actually whoop him if he just uses his power, but he doesn't want to use his power because the more he uses his power, the more he dies the second time. And then,
Yeah, the more he's like, the more he's owned by the Vindicator
yeah, so like
and
you
the
see,
Violator and that. So he doesn't want to use his power, so he gets his ass kicked by
handed to him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he ended up using the power to heal himself anyway. But I guess
But
the
no,
blast takes more power.
He learned that he could use his suit.
Oh yeah, he's
He can
strong.
drain
All
the
that.
power from the suit instead of using his own.
Yeah.
So
Because you see the number, because it's always a number in every issue, and it's 8092, which I guess that's the time he has left, the powers he have left before he dies. And yeah, so of course Overkill insults him. Says and I quote, he says, "A government must be truly desperate to have made you a young blood." That's where you get the young blood sent. And yeah, so yeah, I enjoyed this issue. So anything else you want to add, or you go to the next one?
go to the next one, I guess, because that was the end of the issue, pretty much. Like he gets his ass booted and stuff. Station comic book therapy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we skipped the part where Spawn starts want to get revenge and don't want to use his power, so he goes into the military.
Yeah, that's the
military
very.
base or something.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the next steps.
That's he's going there towards the end of the last
Yeah, no,
issue. He suits
it's
up.
It's just that.
Yeah.
There's the last issue.
Up,
There's the last issue. This is the first
and
issue.
that's the first one. Yeah, wait, let me show. Hold on. Hold it up again. Hold it up again. Boom. That looks gorgeous, man. He becomes Commando Spawn. Yeah, I was setting up for that. Yeah, Commando Spawn. Get it? No, okay. I know I'm corny. What's up, Nick Station? Thanks for joining us, bro.
Nick.
Comic book therapy station.
So, yeah,
you know what I mean?
As we all know, Al Simmons was this. This is issue number 7, guys. It is. We all know he was a military man, so he knows where military equipment is. But of course, there is alarm systems. So he does trigger off an alarm system and gets the military in. There wasn't very many people though. And then this is where we find out that he can teleport.
Yeah.
We find out that
wow, okay.
Pretty much like 4 pages in. That's it. He teleports. And that's pretty cool. I did not know he could do that, but he does turn into a pile of goop, the teleport, which is weird.
Yeah, yeah, that's to the point. And then like he looked like it gets him dizzy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's good to know. The suit does that, right? Not his powers. Does the suit do that, or it's his powers?
He draws like he has powers, but he draws from the suit. Is what I'm getting from.
So
Like the
that's yeah,
suit itself has powers, and when we get later into the series, we find out more about the suits.
yeah. That's an awesome suit so far, huh? He got powers already, and he has a suit. Why not? so so this issue, like I have a lot written down for it, but is there anything you want to talk about besides the suit after he uses his he gets the suit?
Go. Let us know what you thought. You have a lot written down. You put a work into it, so let us know.
I don't know. This might take a while. No, we have him in the suit. Uh, you get them. So Overkill thinks he's dead. So he's all messed up. He goes back to uh the mafia's place. That Don Vito Gravano. That's supposed to be the main mob boss. I wrote it down. Had to. He thinks he killed Spawn, and then he not gonna leave that place until they repair him. Now he wants to be repaired and all that, and then he wants his money to leave because he think Spawn is done. Little does he know, Spawn is not done. Uh, there's a part where Spawn wakes up in an alley, and he gets more vision, and the vision is the Grim Reaper killing him. Did
Yeah.
you see that part? And it's just like, oh, so like maybe he didn't die of the duty. Maybe he was killed. You know what I'm saying?
And then his wife's having nightmares about that as well.
It looked like it's happened at the same time, and then she's having a nightmare about the same thing, and they don't understand what's going on. So she wants to investigate too. You know, because I think her husband was Al Simmons' former best friend. I'm guessing. Works in some kind of a police officer facility or something, or what is it exactly? Something like that,
National
right?
security.
National security. Thank you. And yeah, so I thought that was a big reveal. So now, like, ever since he came back, now he's giving her nightmares. You know, it's affecting her. You know. Yeah. So we have Spawn say he's fighting for the dump they call their house because they had the dude there saying we could just move somewhere else. It don't matter. He's like, nah, this is our place. So now he goes over to the mob boss, but not the main mob boss, the mob boss that hired Overkill, and tells him he blows up the office. You know what I'm saying? And he tells him for Overkill to meet him at a pier or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Overkill hears his message, and he's very cocky and all that. Goes over there, but like, thanks for letting me know. I got the message, and then they start battling in the pier. You know what I mean? And he grabs his Overkill grabs his chain and all that. Spawn grabs a debris falling off and throws it towards Overkill's eye. You see his eye all messed up already. And somewhere along the line, you see Spawn doing his thing. I don't know if you want to show that part.
I was just going to show the last part of like him pretty much destroying. It's like a white page. I had it just sitting there because like it's an amazing. I love that piece.
That's awesome. Yeah, so he gives him. He doesn't have to use his powers. He blasts him, and I guess he kills him right there. You know what I mean? I don't think this
Yeah.
is the last we see of Overkill because he's a cyborg. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's it. You know?
definitely not. We got. I'm pretty sure characters come back. That's why we got series of toys.
And he also blows up. He blows up that whole pier area that he's in. Spawn blows it all
Yeah,
up to not leave evidence.
yeah, and that's the last page of episode or issue 7. That's the last page. He just
That's
destroys
it.
it, and then so as we're going on to issue 8, it is not in the normal time. It's like what 500 years in the past. Or no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah.
It's no. Sorry.
No, that's the wrong issue.
Yeah. Number 8 starts off with it being, I'm going to say hell.
It's called In Heaven.
But
The
it's
eighth
not.
issue. It's written by Alan Moore. I think they I don't know if Tom McFarlane they do it together, but this issue is considered written by Alan Moore, and Alan Moore. If you see all the Jonathan Hickman X-Men stuff, you see all the Kokor stuff, you kind of see something similar to that, but this is before that. So I think Jonathan Hickman isn't, I think Alan Moore is one of his favorite, I guess, and I've seen a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? It was like it looked like the Strange Lands or something. And In Heaven, right? That's the one we're talking about, right? Issue 8.
Yeah. Oh, and Neil Gaiman wrote issue number 9.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, though. This number 8 issue is pretty weird because Alan Moore again, and it shows.
But not that weird, but different.
It's weird. Billy Kincaid is in one of those. It's in a bubble, like being reborn in this. Right there, boom. He's being reborn in this little bubble, and he's wondering what he's like. This is how you get reborn, because at the moment he's there alone. You know what I'm saying? And he starts like thinking of all the things he did and all that.
Yeah, stop
And,
here for 1 second. Comic book therapy. Yes, I am Canadian.
All right, so he goes in there. He gets reborn. He starts eating his own crap, crops around where he goes, and then there's people. So there's some dude, a girl, and a lady, and then a little girl. And the lady is the one that stops him and says, "Hey, how you doing?" And then he's like, "Ooh," you know what I mean? Because he thought he was there alone. And gonna show something or?
No, I'm just flipping through it just to see. Oh, well, this is the lady.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
lady.
This is just creepy as frig.
Yeah, so so they meet the lady. She says hello to him. The little girl, he sees the little girl. Everybody knows that he's a freaking creep. But the little girl, which I think is called Jessica, tells him about the 10 Deadlands light spears. Was it 10 or 8? I think it was 8.
Were they called land? They're called spears, and there's quite a bit. Like they go through each one, but you don't know until the end how many there actually is, because she just names off them as they come.
I think she says 8 or 10, but she says they're all in the other. It's like they're going through walls to try to get past to get to this tower. Supposedly, if you get through this tower, you can get away from there. You know what I mean? Out of hell. I guess that's what that is. Even though it's called the heaven. And they go through all that, and then little by little, they meet more people, and little by little, everybody gets picked off. You know what I mean? And you have an Elvis-like demon creature. Kills Bob, and then the
Poor
older
Bob.
girl, Bob or Larry or whoever the guy was, and
Yeah.
and then a girl, the older lady, she ends up touching something, and it's a bug, and she gets stuck in the bug's butt. So it was like, I guess.
Find out here in a sec. Yeah. Just starts crawling away too. Like, oh well, all right, let's just leave her. I'm not messing with that thing.
yeah. So she's gone. So now it's only Kincaid, Billy, and girl. And
No, yeah, Billy Kincaid. I thought you were saying 3 people. I was like, no, it's just Billy Kincaid and the little girl.
yeah. So he end up, they knock out whatever. He wakes up and he's ready. He goes a little crazy and starts doing what he does and goes after the girl and starts choking her, to find out that this little girl's not a little girl.
She
Who
is the
is it?
Vindicator.
The Vindicator. So now we have another evildoer. And he's the brother. What was it? He's brother of
The Violator.
yeah, there's like 5
Like
brothers
they're
or something like
they're
that.
like related in ways. There's like different. Yeah, there's different sculptors. That's what they're called.
And then here we get the name of the actual hell creature devil creature I kept saying. You know what I mean? And it's the male Bolgia or something like that. That's his name.
Yeah.
So the whole time it was him recruiting through the Vindicator, recruiting him to be one of his minions to take over, like we said last week, take over the world, take over good. You know what I mean? Take over God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because as the Vindicator told Spawn and the Violator told Spawn, everybody that kills becomes part of his army.
Yeah. So so that's pretty deep. Like,
yeah. So, like as you can see, the body has its own. Like the Spawn suit is its own mind, just like Venom's suit, right? And it takes control of Billy Kincaid. So, like as we said before in the last couple of issues, anybody that Spawn kills becomes part of this demon's army. So now we got Billy Kincaid now in a Spawn suit, as you can see. So you got a fat little Spawn.
Yeah, which is kind of his worst nightmare.
In a way, yeah, because that's how he died.
Yeah, he did not want to be like.
And then the last page, you see the big bum demon here with a bunch of spawns.
And he's like, "Caca happens."
Yeah, that's what you say. That's what you say. And that's
Caca happens.
Caca happens, little buddy.
Shit happens.
Caca happens. And that was the end of issue 8. Now we're moving on to issue 9.
Which
I
issue.
I liked, but I didn't like because the lettering was kind of tiny and it was hard to see. But I really, really enjoyed it.
This issue, Neil Gaiman. It was written, co-write with him and Tom McFarlane, but Neil Gaiman won legal battle rights for the Angela character from this issue, because this is who we talking about. That Marvel end up buying. He ended up selling her rights to Marvel, and she debuted in Age of Ultron's Original Sin, the whole storyline. So, 2014, I think. So that's a little nugget I wanted to throw out there. But there was
That's kind of funny too, because wasn't she in the Spawn movie as well?
I think she was. I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember that movie from a long time ago. So I pretty much, I probably somebody in the chat who saw the movie will probably talk about that. But yeah, so that was a big deal, and a lot of reasons why maybe the omnibus didn't come out because they wanted this to be an omnibus, and we got the compendium, and people were wondering if this issue was gonna be in here because of that whole situation. But I guess they dealt with that and everything. I know me hearing about all that, but I thought just that little nugget there. But I guess we can go on with the issue.
Yeah, so it takes place in a different world, 500 years in the past. And we come across, like, I don't know what Spawn this is. It was not said, and I don't know if he's returning, so I don't know if... My guess is he's dead now, because it's 100 years in the past. But we're introduced to Jessica.
Well, yeah. Well, well, she hunts. Well, she hunts the Hellspawn,
Yeah.
the Angela
So-
girl. So,
So
Angela,
she's an angel, isn't she?
yeah. I mean, that's what it says eventually, because that's what the dude at the end says. You know what I mean? That we were gonna get to, but yeah. A Hellspawn is a. What exactly is a Hellspawn? They're like
It's what Spawn is. A Hellspawn is what his suit is, which makes
Okay.
him into a spawn. So a Hellspawn is its own entity, and it attaches with a host. So
and also
it
they're
has,
shapeshifters too. I didn't even know that. Did you know that?
yeah, they do, yeah.
So Angela, who's I guess Hellspawn hunter. So we got ourselves a Hellspawn hunter here. 800 years later, she finds out about our current spawn. You know what I mean? And she ends up in the office. Is that who you were talking about? In the office?
No, Jessica herself is an angel. She has wings.
Oh, did I miss that? I probably missed that somewhere. But
Yeah,
you know,
it looks
Angela
like she
meets
has
up.
wings. And like I've seen pictures of her and photos, and she has wings, but I could be wrong.
So I don't know about that one, but I guess we'll find out.
But
So
yeah, no,
she
she's fighting. She's fighting this Spawn right here, back 500 years ago, and like he has a shield and everything. That's medieval Spawn. So she's like pretending to be damsel in distress, pretty much, saying she's in this world and stuff, and then she continues to talk to him. Then comes to find out that she just turns form and is ready to kill him. And it says, "Stupid little Spawn, you do not know what you are.
you want to show her suit? Want to show what she looks like in that?
Yeah, I'll get to here. I guess it's not wings. It's just kind of looks like wings in the background. So yeah, there she is right
Nice.
there.
Nice.
I really enjoyed this, except for the thing it brought it back to medieval times, and I'm not really huge on medieval times, to be honest with you. A lot of it just seems like they could have just made that shit up.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it was a great scene, and we come to present day, and then we see her walking down the street. But the main thing is these tablet things, these Spawn little things right here. seems like they're worth something. She picks it up and keeps it. And as you can see, they're made into her earrings.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like all the spawns she kills is all have that, I guess.
Like,
So
does
that's
this
what
give
that
her
is.
power? And then we get a little
A
scene.
trophy?
We get a little scene before when they're talking in the alleyway, and he finds out that he can use his powers from the thing. We have a scene that ended up in crossover. All the arms, and it gets even better. The next issue is the best. But they're in the alleyway, and they said the cops have been there to see Spawn for a while, and they covered for him. And he's like, "Can I do anything for you?" And Buddy's just like, "Strawberry wine would be good." So he ends up creating strawberry wine for the bum. And then it goes into the part where she's in the office, she's talking to this business lady right here. And
Show it again, I'm sorry.
and we're not sure who this is, but we know that she knows that Angelica has been alive for a while. And I'm guessing this lady's been alive for a while. They're talking about there's been a new Spawn that came up. So now you have to go after him. So that was it. Goes back to the alleyway with this old drunk man that he got alcohol for. And Angela shows up. They get in a fight. And that's pretty much it. He held his own to her, and she actually fled, which was pretty good. So you got battle scenes here. That's pretty decent.
All right.
The artwork is just phenomenal in this book, to say the least. And
Phenomenal.
we got this. Like, I like this one right here.
Yeah, that's where he brings her. She does whatever. He melts into the ground somehow, ends up wherever he's at, and then he shoves her down with him. Booty shots.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like she fled, and then she ran away. The best thing about this is that old drunk man, because like he starts talking to Spawn, and he finds out that, oh wait, how did you know my name was Simmons? Like, and like it gets into that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the old man. Like he knows something. He knows something.
Yeah,
Because he tried to guide him somehow, but he didn't listen. And then like as all that happens, he walks away going, "You have so much potential," but I guess whatever. And then like you see now the timer is on dashes. Like he's dead. Like Spawn is dead. At least at the end of this is how it is, because he touched Angela's spear, whatever that thing is. You want to show that if you want, and it kills him right away, instantly.
well, I didn't kill him. Oh yeah, I did.
It killed him. At least that's what it explains. He touches that staff.
Yeah, it evaporates him. I thought he was still standing in the background. Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting issue. I enjoy this issue a lot. I understand more because I have this issue, the solo issue. I own a copy, and I never actually read it. I skimmed through it. Didn't know what was going on. I do now because I'm going through all of it. So I enjoyed the issue. I guess we could move on to issue number 10. The guy Dave Sin is the writer for this comic, and He's a fellow Canadian, very popular writer.
And he owns one of the characters that is in this issue.
Yeah. So
This issue was, to say the least, weird because the last issue he died. He's vaporized. So this is all in his mind, I'm guessing, or somewhere where he created, because throughout the whole issue it's I am not Spawn, I am Spawn. And it just has like him right there going two double parts right there. I am Spawn, I am not Spawn.
I am not Spawn.
And it's poetic, to say the least, this whole issue. And like, it goes through and flows just well. And we get a little bit of hints at DC characters, like I'll give you my strength type DC characters. Mostly DC characters, some Spider-Man in there.
They have more than some. There's a couple of. I have that part you want to show. You want to show that part, or you want to?
Well, he's going through the. It's like in his mind, like, so we're not really too sure of what's going on in this entire issue. It's just him fighting between I am Spawn and that. But you have Spider-Man's hand there. You have Batman for Hulks.
You got Venom,
Captain America, Wolverine, Wonder Woman. You have a lot. Juggernaut, of course.
Thing,
all right, we're not going to name them all off. We're not naming them all off.
It's all there, bro.
I know.
I was just like, what is going on with this? What is going on? See,
and they're all screaming injustice, injustice, injustice.
Yeah.
There's so many there, like, to name off. So, but going throughout this series, he's fighting without himself. A few pages later, you get this. Wonder who that is. And he's saying, I give you my strength, Spawn. I give you my strength. Which is just amazing. And then you see, through his body, you see Spawn getting power. So.
That's eternity right there. That's what it looks like. Eternity from Marvel.
Yeah, like him like that. Yeah, that's eternity. Eternity symbol. And then an explosion. Like, it was just a fun thing. Weird stuff happened, but like, I don't know where this world is. But like, things turn to black and white. Then he's like at home with his family. Like, he never died at all. And like Cerebus is like just guiding him through this thing. And Sirius, if you don't know who he is, he's a green pig.
It's like their version of Spider-Ham.
Yeah, and he even says Peter lives over here. Like, Peter Parker is like referenced in this.
It's crazy. Todd McFarlane, man.
but that's the end. Like, that's the end of the issue. Is it didn't go any further than that. We don't know where he's going.
It was. But it was like what all this was explaining the horrors of being a superhero too. You know what I'm saying? Of everything that I think this is what it explained. Like, everything that they go through and all that. All things that they're feeling. Like, they might be feeling alone. Like, nobody, understands them. They gotta be good all the time, and they can't do the wrong things. This is what I see in this whole issue, and I thought it was well done. A very good issue. Is it your favorite issue? Sleepy Reader.
Next issue is issue 11, and we will be getting to that next week.
Yes, we're gonna continue on with the. Let me get the spoiler thing out. With reading this whole series, next week will be issues number 11 through 15, and I don't know if we should rate this because we're reading through the whole thing. Maybe we'll rate the whole book towards the end of it because it's kind of silly to rate it now. So I'm enjoying it. If I had to rate it, it'd
Enjoying
probably
it. And issue 11, I'm just saying this now. Issue 11, you guys are not going to want to miss that. It is none other than Frank freaking Miller.
Frank and Miller, man, writing in
So
this one.
I'm excited for that one to delve in to see what more this has to bring us. We're 10 issues in. We got 40 more to go.
Yeah, so we finally got through everything. We probably don't have enough time to drop links this week. I'm sorry, everybody. Hopefully we
You
do
could
that
still
in the
drop
future.
links, but I urge you to go over and see Jennifer, and then Robbie's also starting. So,
We all know why you want to leave. You know what I mean? We
but
still gotta.
I'll do a quick show and tell. This week, I'm going with the theme of weird stretching. Weird stretching Sunday
Show and
show
tell.
and tell. All right. First off, I
Oh,
got a spinner. Superman.
yeah. I got the
Next up,
Batman
pull
version
the
of that.
box, and it still works. I've had this for like 10 years. Never taken it out. Never done anything. Never changed the battery. It still works. It's not set, of course, but Weird Stretch Sunday continues with this one last thing. I'll probably show off some more Shadowhawk too. But this
You don't
is an
say.
exclusive. The only reason I got this is because it has an exclusive interview with Todd McFarlane in this. And since we just did the Spawn Compendium, just a few things, I got Comic Book Collector with Spawn right at the front there.
Nice.
And it has an exclusive interview with Todd McFarlane. So I had to show that off. And then weird stretching some more. I'll just show off
Canadian.
Shadowhawk. Thought I'd just show those off. What about Canadian?
We're stretching for a Canadian. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. And then
That's
stick
good.
close to what next? I'm gonna say next week I'll be opening this.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then
Ghost
look
Rider.
forward to Wednesday morning at 10:30 Eastern, 11:30 for me. I will have none other than Bobby Delgado on my channel.
Nice. That's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you, man. You're gonna be having an awesome dude, part of the community, PP Army. You know what I mean? All that. So that's good. Let me do my portion of the show and tell real quick. Hello, everybody. Show and tell from me. You know what I mean? I got a few things I want to show. Friday night, PCP. They were talking about the Chucky. No, wrong. Dylan show. Last night, man, working overnight really messes you up. John Thomas will know what that means. But last night I had to get me a copy. So while I was watching the show before I was leaving to work, I put trigger and it came in today. Yeah, I got my own complete 7-movie collectible right here. Had to get me one. You know what I mean? I love the Chucky series. Just them talking about it. I don't have this on DVD. That's the one thing that eludes me on my collection. I had it on VHS, but never went. For whatever reason, I wanted a collection like this, all of them, and I could never find it for cheap. It was always really expensive. I finally found it. Had to pull the trigger on it. So I got that. And even though someone says I don't like DC, got me my man, Damien. Hell yeah, I was happy to find this guy. Let's go. My man Damien. Some people like him, some people don't. Very controversial. I enjoy his character. He's been a brat lately in the comics, but I enjoy him. Of course, pretty quick. I got some. Everybody knows I love Pokemon. I got the Raichu. You know what I'm saying? The evolvement of Pikachu, right here.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I had to. You know what I mean? Well, the lady found that for me. And then she found Mew right here.
Oh my
God, I love
God,
Mew.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love freaking Mew, bro. Mew is awesome. Everybody loved that movie. You know what I mean? With what's his Ash Ketchum cries and stuff. Um, I wanted to show a few fake pens real quick. Got a couple of fake pens. I try not to get this rabbit hole because this is like Funko Pop. It goes. There's a lot of them. I don't even have a Spider-Man one yet. Uh, Rogue and Gambit. You know what I mean? Got me. Love me, Rogue and Gambit. Got the little collection here. Jubilee. Uh, Wolverine. Every time I think of that, you gotta think of that song. And then I got for the lady, Kingdom Hearts. She got this. She found this. Anybody who liked, oh, I dropped it. Anybody who liked Kingdom Hearts, the Mickey Mouse fake pen. So yeah,
I
that's
love
it. That's
Kingdom
all.
Hearts.
You
Kingdom
love
Hearts
Kingdom
was a
Hearts
fun
game?
game.
Phenomenal game.
I
But
played
yeah,
them all.
that's it for me. Yeah, I can't beat them. For whatever reason, I have the collection here. I'm gonna have to sit down again and try to beat them all. You know what I mean? Including number 3. I never played it, but I have it. Or
You
number
never
4.
played it?
Number 3.
It has
Never played it.
amazing graphics
Yeah,
for
you
what it
liked
is.
it? You liked it?
But the second one was probably my favorite. Second one
All
was
right. I never beat any of them. I never beat any of them. They're really hard. It is hard.
they do get hard. They do. Especially the third one you might have difficulties with because there's a lot more features to it, and it's crazy. It's crazy sometimes to figure it out. I watched somebody like a gameplay of somebody playing it, and I was like, how do you do that?
So real quick, Sleepy Reader, if he's still on here. He's talking about, he said earlier about the issues we covered. I can't even find it right now.
Shadowhawk does need a pop.
Yeah. I'll probably end up getting one. Maybe.
I would buy one if there was a Shadowhawk pop. I'd probably buy them all.
Is there an Alan Moore issue and a Neo Gaiman issue? Yeah, Sleepy Reader, we covered that. I think the Neo Gaiman is number 9 and the Alan Moore is number 8. So we
Yeah,
if you didn't see
yeah.
that, we covered it. We won.
Just
Hopefully you
watching on
watch
the
it.
replay.
Rewind. That's restructured for a Canadian. Comic therapy saying station. I guess he's a fellow Canadian, he said.
Station, fellow Canadian.
Damien.
The Comic Vet is also Canadian. If you're not subbed up to the Comic Vet, go sub him up.
I would say Herm. He said Herm said he's being a little brat lately. He always been a little brat, a bit of a brat though. He's a great character. Tomorrow, I agree. He's a great character. He's been an extra brat lately, like a super saiyan brat.
I'm sorry.
We're joking about Shadowhawk so long that I'm low key being Stockholm into liking him. I named my daughter
Yes.
in honor of Kingdom Hearts. This Ray is super cute tomorrow. She loves that. Fable's a Canadian in the house. Yeah, so that's it for this week, I guess. I guess we can start plugging my show real quick. Usually I'm all over the place now. Of course, Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, my man Sam's Tangled Web, Sam Murdoch. We discussed Daredevil. I hope Bob is there because he loves Daredevil. I would love to have him over if he wants to be on the show, but I know he's busy. But that would be awesome if he could. Of course, Wednesday we have TM Nerdy doing his show. As he said before, we have my show, and then I haven't updated it yet, but Wednesday night, tomorrow, I'm the bridge to his show. So we have ourselves a 3 tag team of the PCP Army, Backlog Bros. What's a Backlog Bro? All that. I'm sure I'm missing whoever.
Yeah, it starts with me and Bobby in the morning. then it moves to Herminio and Sam, and then it moves to Tomorrow Cinema, and I'm pretty sure we're talking about 90s cartoons. I'll also be on that show. And Herminio maybe as well.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? You know, a link might be dropped. Who knows? I might be on there. Who knows? Let's see what happens.
But Rock and Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers will also be on that show as well.
Oh, did he say he was gonna be on there? Cause I didn't even know that. That was good. Yo, that was good.
Apparently, you're not watching Dylan's Horror Show.
I was watching it, but I had to go to work. I didn't get to watch the rest of it. I got to watch most of it as I was getting ready. I was in the chat, so poor. I didn't get to see every single minute thing. You know what I mean? I don't have a whole lot of time. I had to get ready for this. I had to actually get a little sleep. And anyway, that's the end of our show. We have Robbie coming up, top of the hour. We got the one he wants
Jennifer
to go
from Comics Will Break Your Heart
on the top of the hour. So yeah, everybody, I hope to see you here next week where we talk the 6th and final episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, at least season 1, Invincible, episode 7, and then more of Spawn. And of course, till next time, peace out.
Stay nerdy.